Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Coffee and Biz Chat with Michelle Andrishak. That's me. So today we're talking about KPIs. Do you have them? Yes, you do. Everyone that is building and scaling and growing a business has KPIs. But the question is, do you know what yours are and how to apply them to your business? That's what I'm talking about at Coffee Chat this morning. And I can tell you, I laid awake at night. Last night I laid awake thinking about this subject. So I am full of ideas and I'm ready to step on my proverbial soapbox today and share a few things about KPIs. So, if you're watching this, you might be saying, what's she talking about? What is even a KPI? A KPI in a business or really anywhere in life where you set goals is a key performance indicator. As I sip my coffee this morning, a key performance indicator. So the big question is, what are your key performance indicators in your business that measure the success of your business? Because that's what measurements do. They give you feedback on whether your business is successful or whether you need to fine tune a few things to get where you want to go in your business. So, key performance indicators are quite often aligned with the goals you set. What some of the biggest key performance indicators come from your monthly financial statements, and I hope you're reading them. If you're not reading your at least your profit and loss statement once a month, or if you don't know what your profit and loss statement is, call me. I'll sit down with you and I'll read through it with you, and we can do a financial health analysis on your business, because really that's one of the biggest key performance indicators of, do you have a hobby or do you have a growing business, is what's the financial health? What's your sales compared to your goals? What's your profit margins? What's your gross margins? All of those ratios are really important to know just at a high level type of business. But key performance indicators are some of the best measurement tools. And you already know you cannot manage what you don't measure. You cannot manage what you don't measure. You don't know what Facebook post works and got the most engagement and which was a total bomb when you put it out there online unless you look at the insights and see the reach and the engagement and you measure how your Facebook ads are doing, for example. So, depending on the type of business you have, whether it's physical, Main Street storefront, or 100% digital, or you're tracking the performance of your website or of your advertising, you always need to be measuring how you're doing. Unless, of course, you're kind of a wing it kind of personality and you just want to throw stuff at the wall and see if it sticks, which, will only last so long for success. Knowing what works and what doesn't is critical to actually growing and scaling an established business. So if you're an established storefront business, you might be measuring the sales per square foot of your business so you can make sure that you're paying the rent. If you are an online business, you might look at your website conversions. Or quite often, I'll go into the back end of the analytics of my website and see what my bounce rate was on my website this month. Is that improving? Or are people just hitting my website and then leaving right away? So I need more engaging content. Really, your KPIs, your key performance indicators, they're great measurements. But the big question is what are you going to do with them once you have them? So it's all about your performance too. Are you lollygagging around and, throwing stuff at the wall and not doing what you need to do on a daily basis? Because especially if you're a solopreneur, the KPIs are marking your own performance. Are you showing up every day? Are you doing the follow up every day? Are you producing lead magnets? Are you doing what you need to do to grow your business? Or are you just going, well, I hope it works. I'll just sip my coffee today and, embrace how tired I feel and not not really get anything done. Are you moving the needles in your business? So my suggestion to you, if you're looking at, okay, well, what are my KPIs? Well, first of all, start with assessing the monthly sales and the revenues, because they're two different things. Sales is the money that you're bringing in, and revenues is the money that you're bringing in, but profit is the difference between how much money you're bringing in and how much money you're spending in your business. And that's the bottom line, the profit. And you see a lot of people online saying, oh, I built this 6-figure business and I built this 7-figure business. But how much did they spend in order to get that? How much was their marketing ratio to their sales? So when you're looking at what's your marketing ratio, your marketing expense ratio to your sales, how much money are you putting out there in order to get awareness and attraction and sales from your business? So that's one of the ratios. So if you're not sure what to measure, start with just reading your financial statements on a monthly basis. Don't say, oh, well, there's money in the bank, I must be doing okay. No, start tracking the financial health of your business. Start tracking your sales and start tracking your expenses and start tracking your monthly profit. That's number one. If you're looking at using social media for your marketing of your business, and if that's the number one tool that you're using in your toolbox, then also keep track of the insights. What are they doing? Are you getting more and more engagement, or are you getting less engagement? So it's a measurement, but it's like, really, it's like starting a diet, ladies. Like, I hate to say it, but when you start something, you take your measurements because you want to track your progress. Or you step on a scale. Don't step on a scale. It just messes with your head. But, you do something to track your progress. Key performance indicators are just that. They're tracking your progress in your business. They're tracking your performance. So start with your financial statements. The second step I would do is look at your conversion rates on your conversations. Remember, marketing generates awareness, and Facebook Insights absolutely show you what awareness levels you are. Are they increasing? Are you increasing more reach? All of those things. Or secondly is, what are your conversions? If you have a physical store and someone is walking in the store, how often does that person buy? So out of 10, maybe 8 people buy. Yeah, you've got an 80% conversion rate. Or if you do discovery calls or needs assessment calls, what's your conversion rate to a sale from a phone call? You need to measure that. Why? Because it tells us, do we need to improve? How do we need to improve? Do we need to get help in that area to improve? So one thing I don't want you to do, and here's my soapbox box, because honestly, I'm a little angry about this particular topic for key performance indicators, is it brings in a lot of comparison. And you can do a high level key performance indicator assessment of your business. You could go online and you can Google what your NAICS code is. So by NAICS code, it's NAICS, and it stands for North American Industry Classification System. And if you can Google by your number, your NAICS code, then what happens is that you can get a whole list of these ratios and key performance indicators of the same businesses in your industry, which when you're growing your business can be really, really disheartening, because you could be comparing apples to oranges. Because as we grow, of course, our key performance indicators should be growing with us. But when you measure yourself against an established industry standard, that business could have been in business for 15, 20 years to reach those industry standards. So then it makes us feel like crap because we haven't hit those standards yet, because we just started growing. So give yourself some grace when it comes to measurement, and keep your blinders on and show up every day and stay in your own lane and measure your own business and your own key performance standards, and just measure the change and the growth of them first versus comparing yourself to industry standards. Of course, if you're an established business and you've been in business for 10 years plus, go ahead. You shouldn't already have your NAICS code. You should already be measuring against what those ratios look like and where you are in your industry. If you want to be an industry leader, then that's a great place to go, is look for your NAICS code, North American Industry Classification System. You can Google it, and it's by industry by industry. So key performance indicators: how are you measuring your financial health of your business? How are you measuring the performance of your marketing strategies? If you have staff, if you're managing staff, how are you managing productivity? Do you have job descriptions to manage against? Do you do performance appraisals to allow people to have a voice in your business and, look for training opportunities, improvement opportunities? What are you measuring? And then number one, do you have key performance indicators for your day? That's really important. What is the needle mover that has to happen today in order to get to your goals? So what are your key performance indicators for today? One of my key performance indicators was showing up, doing my Coffee and Biz Chat, because that's one of my goals. Mondays and Thursdays, here I am sharing a little bit of business consulting advice. But what's your key performance indicator for today? Is it to complete a lead magnet and get it out on the market? Is it that you're going to sit down with your financial statements or call your accountant or call your bookkeeper and ask them to go through it with you? And what do the numbers mean? What is the story behind the numbers? Or are you just gonna show up, not have an idea of what your needle movers are today, not have an idea of what your goal is to complete today, and just, I call it lollygagging around and treating your business like a hobby and not being your business's best employee? Or are you going to show up, know exactly what the top 3 needle movers are that you need to complete this week in order to get more sales, increase your clients, be more productive so you have more time freedom, and do the things that bring you joy? So what are they for you? Because they're different for every business. And I know that that's something we do a deep dive into it when I have a private business intensive day with a client. We look at those key performance indicators and we say, okay, what do you need to improve these? What is your customer journey and how will you measure it with a key performance indicator? How will you know that you're successful based on your own personal terms of success? See, that's different for everybody. Somebody might say, okay, I want $1 million business. I want to generate $1 million in sales in business this year. And that's a great measure of success if that's your version of success. Other people might say, you know what? I really want to help 20 people overcome whatever struggles they're having in their life. And I want them to go from, having a chaotic life to being calm and peaceful and healthy and have an action plan to keep going like that. 20 people, that's what I want to do. So key performance indicators are different for everybody's business. It's different by industry. So if today one thing you do is say, okay, what do you think my key performance indicators are? Start with your financial statements, because you have to learn to love your numbers. Then start assessing the success rate of your marketing tools. And then if you want to do a deeper dive into your key performance indicators for your business and what they are and how you should measure them and how do you grow, then absolutely book an appointment with me. Give me a call. You can go to wowwomeninbusiness.com and click on the business consulting and coaching page, and you'll see all the programs that are available to you. One of my most popular is my private business intensive day, where I spend a full day with you mapping out your customer journey, looking at your key performance indicators. It's customized just for you. So if you want more information on that, go to wowwomeninbusiness.com, the business consulting tab, and click on the button that says Private Business Intensive Day. Anyway, my goodness, I have been on my soapbox for close to 20 minutes now. So it's time to go and be productive, not be busy. There's a difference. And look at your key performance indicators today. Which one are you going to improve today? Which one will you assess today? I want to know. Put it in the comments below. What KPI are you going to assess today and measure as you grow your business? I'm Michelle Andrishak, your business mastery mentor for WOW International Women in Business. Have a great day. Bye for now.